Hello, my dear students. I welcome you to today's presentation. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Mohammed Enamul Hoq. I'm an assistant teacher English, Chattogram, Collegiate School. Dear students, I have designed the session today for the students of class 11 and 12 and also for the candidates of 2021 HSC examiners. Okay, my dear students, introduction is over. Now let us proceed to the main business of the day. Dear students, look at the picture. Can you see two pictures here? Okay, I'm sure you can see the picture. Do you know the man in the picture? Do you know who he is? I'm sure you know. You know him. He is none other than Martin Luther King. He's a black man, a leader of the Negro people living in America. See, he had a great speech. I have a dream. One of the great speeches in the world. I have a dream. So let us talk about today. The speech given by Martin Luther King, I have a dream. So today's topic is I have a dream, unit number 3 and lesson number 2. Okay, my dear students, you'll find it there in your textbook. You can keep your book open before you. Dear students, before going through the text, let us know some key information about Martin Luther King. His name is Martin Luther King Jr. Was a black man, a Negro leader of the first rank. He was born on January 15 in 1929. By profession, he was an American pastor, a nonviolent activist, a humanitarian. He was a great motivational and inspirational speaker. He delivered his great speech, I Have a Dream, before 250,000 people in 1963 in America. He fought for registration of Negroes as voters. You see, before him and during his time, the American Negroes didn't have their voting rights then. He fought for it, and he took part in civil rights movement and peace movement in America. Received a Nobel Peace Prize at the age of only 35 years old. He became the symbolic leader of American blacks and also a war leader. Unfortunately, he was assassinated on April 4, 1968. These are some key information that will help you understand his speech. Okay, now let us proceed. I have collected some memorable quotes by Martin Luther King. You can go through this quotes. First one, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. If there is any injustice in the world, this injustice can be a threat to justice everywhere in the world. The famous quotes by Martin Luther King. Second one, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Another famous speech given by him. Number 3, we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. And last one, a riot is the language of the unheard. See, the leaders, political leaders, and the statesmen must pay heed to the demands of the common people, otherwise they will rise. So this is his speech, famous speech. The riot is the language of the unheard. These are some quotes by him. We can find this quotes relevant to the speech that we are going to discuss today. Let us proceed. Here you can see some keywords. Let us know the meaning of the keywords that will help us to understand the text. The first one is manacles, which means handcuffs or shackles. Then segregation, meaning separation, isolation. Number 3, discrimination, means inequality. Exile, means outcast or expel. Former, means previous. Sweltering, means extremely hot. Next one, interposition, the act of interposing or interference. Nullification, the act of losing value or effect or abolishment. Next, vicious, meaning cruel or notorious. Finally, racist, a person who is antagonistic towards or against people on the basis of membership of particular race or minority or marginalized. These are the keywords that you'll find in your reading text. We have known the meaning of the words. It will help you to understand the text well. Let us proceed. Read the text and answer the questions given below. You see, this is an extract taken from his speech given by Martin Luther King on 28 August 1963 in Washington, D.C., USA. It is a short version of the speech. Please read the text for 5 minutes and then answer the questions following it. You can see the text on the slide. You can read from here, or you can keep your book open before you. I have highlighted here some portion of this piece. Let me explain the marked red marked lines from this piece. The Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the American society and the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. You see, America is a very rich country. It was rich then, but the Negro people had a very poor life there. They did not have their right, could not enjoy their right there. In a prosperous country, they lead a very lonely, poorly life there. The next line, the Negro is still languishing in the corners of American society and finds himself an exile in his own land. You see, in his own country, own land, they had to stay in a corner in suffering. The next one, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equally. By birth, you see, men are born with equal right. But it is people who create discrimination, segregation in them. The same way, the black people could not enjoy their rights in America. So Martin Luther King pronounced this. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Next line. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slaves owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. You see, there was discrimination, serious, sheer discrimination in the society between the white people and the black people. So he hoped to get an environment where the sons of the former slaves and the sons of the slave owners could sit together somewhere in the society. Another important line you can see, I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of the skin, but by the content of their character. You see, the society then judged the people by the skin color, the white people. They could enjoy all the rights, all the privileges, but the blacks were neglected. So he was dreaming that people would be judged by the content of the character, not by the color of the skin. Finally, let us read the last line. One day, right down in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. He dreamed, he wanted a reunion between the black boys and girls with the white boys and girls in America. So this is the abridged version of his greatest piece, I Have a Dream. So by this time, my dear student, I hope that you understood the text well. Now let us do some activities based on your reading. First one, choose the best answer. I have given here 5 MCQ questions. Try to understand the text and answer these questions. I'm giving you 5 minutes time. Write down the correct answer from the alternatives. Okay, my dear student, I think you have finished writing your answer. The first one, what does the word discrimination mean? I hope you have got the correct answer. Is it discrepancy? Yes. Your guess is right. The answer is B, discrepancy. Number 2, the antonym of the word segregation is Antonym of the word segregation is, it is B, integration. Number 3, the word transform in the text means transform. I think your guess is right, it is C, convert. Number 4, the purpose of the author of this passage is, which one do you think correct? Yes, you're right, it is B, to highlight that all men are equal. Finally, number 5, Martin Luther King Jr. is a man who, I think it is number B, is against racism. So match your answer with mine, my dear students. Now let us proceed to another activity. Answer the questions. I have given here 5 questions. I'm giving you 10 minutes time. Please write down the answer to these questions. Number 1, who are the Negro people mentioned in the speech of Martin Luther King Jr.? Number B, what did the Negro people come to convey to the eyes of the world on 28 August 1963? What was the dream of Martin Luther King Jr. about the United States of America? What does the expression all men are created equal signify? Last one, what do the words interposition and nullification imply? Okay, have you finished writing down the answer, my dear students? Okay, I hope you have finished writing the answer. I have given here answer to question number A, B, and C. You can match your answer with mine. First one, the Negro people mentioned in the speech of Martin Luther King Jr. are the black-colored American people who are oppressed in an inhuman way by the white-colored American only for their black skin. Question number 2, answer to question number 2. The Negro people came to convey to the eyes of the world on 28 August 1963 that they are victims of racial segregation and discrimination, they being judged on the basis of skin color and not by the content of character, are suffering inhumanly in the corner of American society and living on a lonely island of poverty. Answer to question number 3. The dream of Martin Luther King Jr. about the United States of America was that one day American people, getting rid of all kinds of injustice and discrimination, would live in an oasis of freedom and justice. Then they would not be judged, I have missed a word there, would not be judged by the color of skin, but by the quality and the content of character. Okay, my dear student, you can compare your answer with mine. I have written here 3 answers only. And number 4 and 5 you can try at home. Okay, my dear students, then let us proceed. I'm going to finish my class here today. I'd like to prescribe a homework for you. Do the homework at home and please submit it to me when the classes reopen. The homework is write a paragraph about your dream. You have read about the dream of Martin Luther King Jr. He says, I have a dream. And please write down about your dream in the form of paragraph. It is your homework. Okay, let us call it a day today. Thank you very much for cooperating me. Please stay home, stay safe, and wear masks when going out of home. Thank you.